Did you know if you drop a like and subscribe in the next 5 seconds, nothing will happen but it will put a giant smile on my face? Fortnite Chapter 2 Season 8 is just under 20% complete, and despite that being the case, with all the events and things we've seen added so far, such as the birthday event that's just ended, we've only just seen today the first downtime update of this season being 18.10. Of course, with Fortnite rolling this out, we got revealed to a ton of new content, not just what's in-game right now, but upcoming skin, cosmetics, and even events. I know the birthday event just ended where we could get some free rewards in themselves, but let's just say this is perhaps the second biggest, if not the biggest event of the year to get free rewards, which obviously look incredibly spooky or cool attached to this brand new event for Halloween Fortnite Mez in 2021. In today's video, overall, we're just going to be covering all the new content, whether it's upcoming in the game right now, things you didn't know, and even some more leads as to the identity of the Queen character that's obviously the secret skin yet to be revealed this season. If that hasn't already convinced you to stick around and watch the full thing, then do it for my pug Gus, as he's kind of been sad lately from discovering that 70% of you guys still aren't subscribed to the channel who are watching right now, so yeah, click that big red button. It's 100% free and we've just surpassed 2.2 million and are aiming for 2.5 million by the end of the year, which would be very hard, but I know we can do it, so get subscribing now. Despite hitting a milestone being a cool thing for me, subscribing does nothing, but it benefits you guys in the regard of keeping up to date with everything in the world of Fortnite, from turning on all notifications, and of course, don't forget that I prove I give subscribers every single day. So of course, if you want to receive something off me, simply make sure you're subscribing to the channel with all notifications turned on, and then comment your Epic Games ID down below and potentially what you'd like to receive. And yeah, this could be you showcased in front of hundreds of thousands of eyes, so you can flex to your friends in the very next video I upload. But with that said, now with all the new content and hints toward the direction of Fortnite Season 8, with Fortnite Mez upcoming and the secret skin being introduced, we need to get into it all. Just before we go any further, however, with you guys knowing that Fortnite isn't returning to mobile anytime soon, we have good news for you, as Hero Wars are kindly sponsoring today's video, perhaps being the best mobile game out there right now. For those of you asking what is Hero Wars, well, let me tell you, it's one of the most colourful and interesting or unique fantasy online action RPG games with many PvP modes. From initially loading it up at the start of the game, you can obviously embark on your quest of going through more than 130 missions in campaign mode, and despite this being very interesting to progress along the way through, so make sure you're clicking the link in the video description down below to download it now or scanning the QR code on screen. There's also incentives and bonuses to do so, such as collecting all the chests of the Dominion, the so-called world of the Hero Wars, and as you can see, I've collected hundreds of thousands of coins already. The more you play and the more you immerse yourself in this fascinating story, I guarantee you guys will enjoy it, completing missions, killing bosses, and discovering or leveling up new heroes as you go along. As of right now too, the game has a vast amount of more than 50 completely different heroes that you can choose, with unique skills that will obviously help you explore the Dominion and defeat the enemies along the way. And speaking of your journey throughout this game, you can obviously find the best combination of heroes and yeah, combine them into a team and defeat terrifying bosses. On top of everything amazing we've already mentioned so far, there's already 6 modes available in game right now, being Arena, Airship, Outland, Guild, Infinite Tower, and Grand Arena. And despite all of that sounding insanely cool, the reason I know you guys will enjoy it is because there's already more than 100 million players all over the world doing so, and within that player base itself they have a large and friendly community which today exceeds 4 million people that discuss tactics of battle with bosses and coordinate tactics for battle versus other players. And despite this having 2 versions available to you, being Android and iOS, and also the web version, whatever platform you decide to download and play it on, just know that they have every week brand new events and various sales going on. With everything mentioned, what are you waiting for? Download the game now in the first link of this video's description or in the pinned comment, or scan the QR code on screen, as by exclusively downloading it now here, you will get a super chest with a secret hero, as well as 62 emeralds and 30,000 gold. I definitely know what I'm about to do with that information, so I'll see you guys in game. Okay, so to start out with, one of the most recent things that you guys need to know about now, considering it's breaking news, is the reveal of the brand new October crew pack skin. Obviously we had this image to go off from the Fortnite survey of where not only all 3 of these were revealed, and if you guys can spot them, feel free to pause the video and look. But as you can see now, 5 hours ago from the time of me recording this video, Fortnite on the official Twitter stated the following: the first redeemed Chaos Origins steps out from his lair. Second of the first shadows, Chaos Origins joins the Fortnite crew on October 1st. From opening this article that Fortnite have attached to the tweet, we're met with the following first of all that I found very interesting. The last of the first shadows, Sierra, will come forward in November's crew pack as a November extra. Subscribed players who've assembled all 3 of the first shadows will receive a bonus banner style for each, and obviously in bigger form anyways, but you've seen the image attached to that text. Here they all are on screen right now in comparison to the traditional standard styles if we aren't subscribed for all 3 months in a row of September, October and November. Speaking of bonuses, however, it doesn't just stop there in terms of what players can unlock or needing to be subscribed for all 3 months, as they go on to state September's Fortnite crew includes 3 bonuses as well: the Burning Wolf Strike loading screen, Call the Shadows loading screen, and a First Shadows banner. As you can see, the First Shadows banner is literally like the handprint of Midas, of which was actually in this secret Burning Wolf trailer, this kind of like animated one. Of course, these handprint cards is what Midas used anyways to actually gather these first 3 associates of his or who work under him. And yeah, I hope we get more little cool trailers like this, or at least Fortnite actually publish it again and don't remove it for whatever reason they did. Of course, you've only got until September 30th, 2021 at a certain time anyways to actually still redeem Burning Wolf if you're really liking this skin but didn't subscribe this month for whatever reason. And then later in the day, approximately around 8 PM ET on September 30th, this will then start to be rolled out, the October crew pack with the Chaos Origins set, of which includes everything on screen right now. As you can see, we get the Chaos Origins skin, the Siphon Pack back bling, the Mutagen Mace, I think that's how you pronounce it, and also the World Dominator wrap, of which I think looks really cool and unique. Considering this has already been decrypted, with that said, despite it not being rolled out permanently on people's accounts, data miners have managed to pull him into the locker early, of which you're seeing in the background right now in locker form. Let me know what you think of this. Are you going to be copying it? Are you going to be dropping this month, or are you wanting to get all 3 of the months subscribed anyways for September, October and November to get all of the exclusive styles? In terms of actually what's going on in game today after 18.10 was released anyways, from looking at the map, everybody's been kind of disappointed considering not only were map changes teased, and we haven't really seen any in this first initial update, although some were leaked. We were actually expecting to see the final return, although Epic Games have baited it so many times and this time was one of them, of Tilted Towers, but in Chapter 2. As you guys know, they've kind of tried to replicate Tilted Towers at Boney Burbs and what it once was before that in Chapter 2 Season 5 and stuff, with even the clock tower from it in Chapter 1. However, from Epic Games releasing this official image, not only teasing Tilted Towers right down here in the bottom right, but what seems to be a Skull Trooper themed Renegade Raider which will be upcoming very soon, which also got leaked or revealed in the files today as it's currently in there now decrypted. In terms of map change developments that we expected to see and have seen today with the update actually going live, of course in this short Fortnite update trailer basically telling us about the things upcoming and now are here I guess, we finally got our first change after 8 whole seasons at Steamy Stacks, considering it's been here throughout the entirety of Chapter 2 untouched. From going over to here now, as you can see in game, the crater looks even bigger and goes even deeper into the factory, or kind of like these chambers of where they're harvesting the energy of Kevin the Cube. And if we follow this kind of gloomy trail of this Kevolutionary energy liquid, it leads to an entirely new cube that obviously has been formed at Steamy Stacks, or Kevolutionary energy in itself, which isn't Kevolutionary energy anymore. As you can see, as a cool Easter egg right here, it almost kind of indicates that yeah, the Kevin that was made here, he's out, after stating out of all the traditional Kevolutionary energy letters, just Kev out. Either way, we know in the patch notes it's going to be something that perhaps we need to keep our eye on, something unexpected that actually has spawned in this season. As whoever Charlotte is, or one of the characters I'm guessing on the Fortnite island, maybe perhaps who worked here, said it could be something interesting for us the players to perhaps investigate. In terms of what we can also find newly around the map today, but aren't map changes as such, rather so new items, are the return of chug splashes in a chili flavoured way. You know the chug cannons that we can find inside supply llamas, or should I say could have done considering they've been vaulted now? Well, they've not only been replaced by the chug splashes from Chapter 1 Season 9 when they were implemented, but they have a new chili twist on it, meaning like they have the effects of a chili consumable, not only healing us rapidly or a lot, but letting us move fast too. The normal chug splashes, however, are on the island where you can actually, you know, just open chests or find them laying around as floor loot. Speaking of loot though, of the floor, whether it's on it or in a chest, believe it or not now there's a new type of loot, and this is kind of shocking that nobody expected. It's airborne loot, and where it's contained is inside the crows. I'm guessing they've consumed something like the sharks do when you put an item on the floor and they change to a certain colour, as some of the crows around the map are glowing a certain colour in themselves, and so far I've only managed to find purple and orange, meaning you get a legendary item out of it, and as you can imagine it could be anything out of the rarity tiers, of which are purple or legendary in themselves, like a gold scar, purple scar, a purple burst, you name it. Speaking of in-game loot or items that are going to be added anyways, as they were found in the game's coding today more specifically, and even were teased right here, these dual crossbows in the Chapter 2 Season 8 Battle Pass trailer. Despite us not knowing what the stats are for these weapons in whatever rarity they come in before now, in the update today 18.10, we got revealed to not only all of the rarity tiers, but the name of the weapons in themselves being the Jewel Fiend Hunters. I'm guessing these are going to be added very soon considering they were put in the files today, and to be honest, the crossbows always have a Fortnite Maze-esque theme to them. It's pretty safe to say we can can definitely be expecting 18.20 and even maybe 18.21 as Hypex stated right here will also be the next two updates before Fortnitemares even perhaps. Speaking of Fortnitemares 2, all the map changes that are actually occurring now as a result of today as well initiating another sequence of this being the brand new cube introduced. Believe it or not, despite us knowing that the cubes are moving around the map, all of them anyways on the island right now, but we don't know a purpose for them, this could have very well been revealed today with the 18.10 update being integrated, as data miners found a brand new POI or name location upcoming, which is the Cube Town, and supposedly this is going to be formed when all the cubes meet the Queen Cube at a certain location on the map. I'm guessing it's going to be the middle, considering this was not changed at the start of Chapter 2 Season 8, but every other season prior it's had huge changes, such as the Spire then being destroyed obviously into this form that it has remained at now since Chapter 2 Season 7. Based off this being leaked in the files, or like the textures or the mesh of it anyways, people have already managed to recreate concepts of what it could look like in creative, but obviously Fortnite will make it look even bigger and better. Well, maybe not in terms of the size of the area itself being the Cube Town, which is the new name location, but the detail obviously added to it. Speaking of cubes, however, considering it's been most anticipated, we'd be getting a Kevin the Cube skin to go with the theme of this season being titled or called Cubed in itself. And to our disappointment, no, we didn't see this skin from the survey contained in the Season 8 Battle Pass. However, now we definitely know it's confirmed that they're working on the skins from this survey in itself for not only the crew subscription skins like Chaos Origins and also Sierra, but we actually have this skin leaked from the files now, which Epic Games have finished and are yet to release throughout the item shop across the Fortnitemares period. And as you can see, this is the official version that they've managed to pull into locker early in the background right now, alongside all of the other Fortnitemares skins. As you can see, we not only have this cube skin called Geometric, but we also have perhaps one of the most detailed skins, which is a mashup of two we already have, the Cuddle Team Leader and Tomato Head, now called Curdle Team Leader. And then for the third one, we have a simplistic looking yet clean design called Lone, which is another female character, obviously again, that's going to be rotating throughout the item shop across Fortnitemares or just before. And last but not least, as shown in this teaser that Fortnite obviously tweeted out about or put across social media, we have the Skull Trooper Renegade Raider crossover being called Skeletera. And speaking of this cube theme season and the skins that were leaked today, sadly as of right now in the files, we haven't got revealed to the full identity of the Cube Queen, of which is shown in silhouette form right here and in the Battle Pass tab on the coming soon section, but wait until you have to hear what I say next. As you guys know from going over to this menu, of course none of the cosmetics attached to her or the exterior styles on page 2 of what we can unlock for her are revealed, and they're upcoming in 30 days, meaning this is when they'll be revealed and be able to be unlocked in-game for the first time. The interesting thing about when this date falls on from this time ending is actually October 28th, literally 3 days before Halloween, meaning perhaps she's even involved in-game as a boss in the middle of the map, kind of like we saw with the Storm King, but in Chapter 2 Season 8 or Fortnitemares 2021. Who knows? In terms of a Fortnitemares boss, I'm guessing there's going to be one anyways, as teased in this trailer, what seems to be a siren head looking thing that's bigger than the normal characters, meaning it's not just your standard skin. And as of right now, in terms of finding things out about this Cube Queen character in the files, considering, well, we got first introduced to the Cube Queen, or the Queen of all the cubes in themselves, at the end of this tunnel, what seemed to be like a hive of bees inside the mothership, with the Golden Cube being the Cube Queen in itself. Could this perhaps mean that she is trapped inside the Golden Cube, and once actually getting to the destination to form the Cube Town, she then reveals herself in-game, maybe perhaps as an in-game live event with a character involved? The only other time we've seen this is with the Ice King in the Ice Storm of Chapter 1 Season 7, and despite us not knowing the official look of her right now, although people have managed to pull things out of the files in terms of images, brighten them up and get the facial structure or clothing or attire of the whole character, which is what you're seeing on screen right now, my thumbnail designer has actually managed to recreate what we can go off here in terms of the images that we're presented, very subtle, showing what we know so far of the Cube Queen skin, and as you can see, he came up with the concept on screen right now, and based off the outline of it, it's pretty accurate. So yeah, we can definitely be expecting something like this Cube Queen character to be upcoming when this timer ends again on the coming soon section of the Battle Pass. Of course, now these next few weeks are going to be very exciting on the lead up to Fortnitemares and during it, especially considering we're expecting 2 updates before then. So of course, until then, if you want to keep referring back to this video's information, slap a like in it down below, save it to the like playlist, and make sure you're subscribing to the channel with all notifications turned on so that you can get the new information once new updates do release or things get leaked in the community. But speaking of other videos, make sure to interact with anything on screen right now in terms of where your next destination is, but most importantly, hopefully I can catch you. Yes, you, the individual still watching right now, I can see you, but hopefully in the very next video I do post on the channel.